Hello students, today's topic is conditional probability. You have done earlier lot of probability problem. Now today we are going to learn what is conditional probability. In probability theory, conditional probability is a measure of the probability of an event occurring given that another event is already happened. Suppose if we are given two events A and B, two events, when we are finding the probability of A, it means it is an unconditional probability. Without knowing anything about the B, we are just trying to find the probability of A. So it is an unconditional probability. And conditional probability is denoted in this way. When we are asked to find the conditional probability of A where B is already happened, okay, so we write conditional probability in this way: probability of A given B. Okay, we pronounce it as given. So it means probability of A given B means we are finding the probability of B utilizing the information that, of the B event which is already happened. Or probability of B given A, it means we are finding the probability of the B event where A is already happened. Okay, so it is called conditional probability, and if we find directly like this, it is called unconditional probability. So the conditional probability is symbolically denoted in this way: conditional probability of A, this is the conditional probability of B. Okay, now let's come to the formula. As we know, if A and B are two events, how we find probability of A is equal to what? N of, that means number of cases favorable to the event A, and NS, that means total number of cases. Same for probability of B, what we do? Number of cases favorable to the event B and NS. This is the way of finding, by mathematical definition of probability, this is the way of finding unconditional probability. Now the formula of conditional probability. Suppose we are asked to find probability of A given B. Now what we do, it is defined in this way: number of cases favorable to A intersection B, because B is already happened. Now we are finding A, so there are it's come from the intersection part, and the sample space NS will be reduced to NB because B part is given to us. So from B we try to find the A intersection B. So this is the formula of conditional probability, which is also written in terms of probability. That means when we divide both by NS, that is total number of cases. So what this become? Number of cases favorable to this, and by total number of cases, that is NS. So it is can be written in a probability form: probability of A intersection B. Now this lower one, NB divided by NS, can be written in the probability of B. So the formula of conditional probability is this: probability of A given B is probability of A intersection B by probability of B. This is the formula of conditional probability. Okay, that means probability of A given B is equal to probability of A intersection B by probability of B. So it comes from here, and provided that probability of B is greater than 0, it should not be 0. Okay, and same for probability of B given A. If it is B given A, then by definition of conditional probability, it will be probability of A intersection B. Same means A is given, you are asked to find the B, so it comes from the intersection part, and this is given, that means this is our total cases. So probability of A. Same, provided that probability of A is greater than 0. So this is the definition of probability, conditional probability. Now let's how this NS is decreased to NB. I want to show that. So let me clean this first. Our N is decreased to NB or sometime NAY. I am showing with example. suppose we roll a die. As we know, when we roll a die, what will you get the sample space? While rolling a die, we get 6 elements in the sample space. 4, 5, 6. There are 6 elements in the sample space. If A is an event of getting 2. Okay. So how we find probability of A? By definition of probability, it will be Na by Ns. Okay, Na by Ns. So here the total favorable cases will be 1. Probability of getting 2. All are equally probable. Favorable cases is 1, and total number of cases will be 6. So our probability is 1 by 6. Now, if the second event is given to us, that means hint is given to us. Hint is given to us that the rolled number is even. Number rolled is even. What is the probability of getting 2? The hint is given that the number rolled is even number. Now what is the probability of getting 2? So that means we are asked to find probability of A given B. It is probability of A given even. That means it is an even number. This information is provided to us. Now we are asked to find the probability of, now you find the number is 2. It is given that the roll number is even. We get the roll number even. What is the probability that it is of 2? Because 3 even numbers are there, na? 2, 4 and 6. 3 numbers are there. So our sample space will be reduced to, our concentration will become only on this 3 number, 2, 4, 6, which is our B event. This sample space will be reduced to this, which is our B event. So these are the cases which are favorable to B. Okay. Now NB is how much? 3. So here probability of A given even number, that means A given B will be probability of A intersection B by definition. That means intersection part. So it is an even and it is 2, even and 2. So it will only one cases is there, and probability of this is B. So it is 1 by 6 and 1 by, probability of B is 3 by 6. So it will be 1 by 3. This is our final probability. That means conditional probability is 1 by 6. When we directly find the probability of A, it will be 1 by 6. When we using this information, utilizing this information, B information, that means this hint is given to us. So utilizing this information, we are finding the probability of A. In that case, we get 1 by 3. That means the probability will be double. So we get different probability when we find directly or when we use conditional probability. So conditional probability is applicable where some hint is given, and utilizing that hint, if you are asked to probability of the other event, then it is called conditional probability, and in that case our NS will decrease to NB. Okay, this will be NB and upper side will be N of A intersection B. So why we not take NS? Because this our original sample space will be reduced to this, which is the sample space of B. Okay, which is the cases favorable to B. So B is our sample space. That means the total number of cases. Okay. So this is the formula or the practical example which I have shown how NS is decreased to NB. More we will get in our next video. Okay.